What's good, everybody? It's been a long time. I've been dealing with a lot of health issues and work and so on and so forth, so I haven't been able to do a lot of cuts. I've still been cutting my nephew's hair and some family hair, but I did just cut a recent coworker's hair. And today, I'm cutting another coworker's hair. This is going to be my first straight hair client, my first comb over, part, and high fade. So I'm excited. I did go to Sally's and I picked up a nice new comb. I also picked up the Rhino comb on Amazon a while ago. If you guys don't know what the Rhino comb is, it just helps with measuring like the vertical bars. I could also pick up a nice big Mr. spray bottle. The big thing that I picked up, which was at Cosmo Pro Professionals, was some Olivia Garden silk cut shears, and this was a 2-pack that came with the shears as well as came with the thinning shears, which are really nice. They're not Japanese steel, they're just stainless steel, but they are very nice. They do have the torque screw as well. I've already adjusted these ones. I haven't adjusted these ones yet, and they do have some grips as well in the handles. So they're nice. They're offset. I'm right-handed, so this works perfectly. I can't wait to use these along with my new comb. And again, he's my first straight hair client, so I'm definitely going to be using these. Can't wait to use this stuff. Thanks guys for tuning in. For those of you who have been following me from the beginning, from my first video, from before I bought any of this stuff or had any of these things, I'm really excited for you guys to see my first straight haircut. All right, here we go. Here's my first straight hair client in the chair. It's a good friend of mine. He is a co-worker of mine. He was the very first adult that said, "Hey man, you're learning how to cut hair? I'll let you cut my hair." I'm like, all right, cool, sounds good. But obviously I wanted to get comfortable and get a few cuts under my belt before I just started cutting somebody's hair, especially hair that I've never approached before. So I'm a brand new barber, guys. I just started cutting hair not long ago. I don't have any type of training. It's just me learning on my own with tutorials. Shout out to Dre Clipper Hands, Faded Culture, 360 Jeezy, Marty Blends, you know, the whole lot on YouTube that teaches how to cut hair. That's pretty much where I've been learning. That's the academies that I've been taking. So as you can see, I bought my Olivia Gardens from Cosmo Pro, and this is the first time I've ever used them. Never used any shears at all. So I've been practicing how to hold them and how to, you know, flip them and, you know, use them with the comb, and that worked out pretty well. I did drop the comb once. It's not on camera, but I did drop the comb once. Felt kind of dumb, but good thing it's a friend of mine and he's not judgmental. So here we are. I'm just winging it, you know. So let me know if there's a better way to kind of cut this hair. I know I should have probably like sectioned it off better or something, but his hair's not that long on the top, so I couldn't really get grab a good section of his hair. I did wet it pretty well, but again, it's just not that long, so it's not like I can get a good chunk of it, or I'm just not using the right technique. But here I am using the Low Pro FXs, not the FX1s. The influencer editions. These are the ones I've been using for a while now. I did a video and an unboxing of these as well. Just debulking the sides here, and now I'm going to start fading by just getting that bald line going. I'm using the clippers at first, but I didn't like the way that they were cutting his hair to get that line. I felt like the line was really uneven, so I just went to my trusty FX3s and just grabbed the trimmers and just went away and started edging out that line really clearly. Now, as you can see, I got a big back, and I kept covering up the camera. I wasn't very conscious of the camera because I just wanted to do good on the cut, because I wanted to have a good impression of some of my coworkers and so on and so forth, just to kind of gain more clientele, because we do have a lot of people that work where I work, and they do need haircuts often because of the profession, the job. So we have to have our hair neat and clean and trimmed, and so these are potential clients. So I really wanted this to come out decent, so that I could at least have that word of mouth when people see his hair. "He cut your hair." "Oh yeah, he cut your hair," you know. So here I am back with the Low Pro FXs, and just going ahead and getting another guideline in, so on and so forth. So I like to do the fading up. I haven't really tried fading down method, so I just debulked and went ahead and punched in the bald line, and now I'm going ahead and dropping in my guidelines. And I have to go off the shape of his head. He has a really strange shaped head. We make fun of him for it all the time, guys. It's just a thing. But he has a really strangely shaped head, so I kind of have to be mindful of that and just come off the shape of his head when I'm using my clippers here. My doggy wanted out of the garage. As you can see, she jumped up and down there. But the good thing about cutting a friend's hair is we always have good conversation. We talk about work, we talk about you know, relationships. We talked about, you know, everything we could talk about. I didn't want to get it all on camera because obviously some stuff is private, but as you can see, we're joking and laughing and talking a lot during his cut. Now, I'm a new barber, as I mentioned before. I'm brand new to this, so it did take me a while to get this fade going. My first straight hair client, so fading on a straight hair client is a little different than the coarse hair, as most of you guys might know. So I switched over to my magic clips here because I didn't like the way the low pros were cutting into his hair for the fading. So I went ahead and grabbed the magic clips, and so I'm just gonna kind of clean this up a bit. I'm not perfect. I didn't do a really great job fading, but you know, I did it. I still struggle with it because this is like pretty much what takes the longest in every haircut that I've done is the fading. So I'm just trying to be more comfortable with it and understand what the clipper is doing as I'm putting in the lines and taking the lines out. But again, just that's what took the longest. So it took about 2 hours for this cut, just because I never cut this style of hair. I never cut it in this way. So I took my time with it. He was very patient and thankful for it as well. But I tell you what, man, he looked 10 times better leaving than when he came in, even though it could have been better. But I'm beating myself up about that just because I'm a perfectionist, but I really enjoy cutting hair and I like cutting his hair so far. So he's definitely going to come back and, you know, we'll have more opportunities to get better and better. So as you can see here, I am trying to get this bottom line out. I did use the FX3s to punch it in, so I'm trying to get it out with the magic clips here, and then you'll see me grab the FX3s a little later on. So as I mentioned before, I got a big back, so I cover up the camera a lot, so a lot of the footage did get taken out, so I might end up jumping up and down or jumping around. So here I am with my thinning shears that came with my Olivia Garden shears, and I'm using those on the sides to kind of get some of that bulk out of there of that longer hair on top. I didn't really feel comfortable going clipper over comb just because the hair is already kind of short. It's not super long. And I've never really done it on his head, and I wanted to keep that shape, so the thinning shears were a better option for me. So there I am with the FX3s, just kind of cleaning it up. I was cleaning up the beard. Again, it's not all really on camera very well, but here we are. No, don't look at me. And again, we're goofballs, and he's making me laugh, kept staring at me as I was doing the lining and stuff, just on purpose. I almost cut his mustache off because he wanted to jump up and laugh. But as you can see, lining up his beard, he wanted to keep most of it. I just wanted to get it straightened up because it was a little raspy looking. And I actually used this opportunity as he was down here to just work on his lining a little bit. He didn't really have much of a hairline, but of course the vertical bars, I wanted to kind of get those cleaned up a little bit and just clean up any extra hairs that look kind of crazy. So there we go. I'm cleaning up his mustache. He did have a lot of overhang. He said does not like that, so I went ahead and cleaned off the hairs of the overhang of his mustache. And here I am on the side. This is the part that he had. He already kind of had a part there. It just wasn't very clear, so I used the hair clip to push the hair down, and I used my FX3s to punch in a nice little line there for his part. I didn't feel comfortable yet using a blade, just because I'm not there yet. I haven't really had much practice with that on myself yet. When I did use it on myself, I did cut myself a couple times, so I'm just not comfortable using it on a client yet, especially on a part. So I just went ahead and used the FX3s and just got a nice clean line. So here it is. Here. And it comes with the package. I didn't tell you that. All right, guys, so I did it. That was my homie from work. Yeah, man, he trusted me to cut his hair. That is my second coworker that has allowed me to cut their hair. My first straight hair client, we did a skin fade. It wasn't high skin fade. It was more like a mid skin fade. And then we just did a comb over with a part. I got it done. He said it looked good. I know I probably could do a lot better. Next time, he's going to give me a chance to kind of redeem myself and do better. He didn't say he didn't like it. He didn't say it was bad. He just said he likes the fade a little bit higher. So when he comes in the next week or so, we're going to go ahead and push him up a little higher for the fade. So other than that, I put to use my new equipment, my scissors, my comb, everything. It's coming along. I'm really excited. Thanks for joining me on this journey again. Please continue to follow.
watch the next few videos as I continue on my haircutting, barbering journey. I start school next month in August. Peace.